Drake Sr. paged me?
Mr. Persky is 50 years old. He's been having disequilibrium and hearing loss. He came in complaining of severe facial numbness.
Acoustic neuroma. I did some x-rays. Mr. Persky's tumor is benign, still operable with minimum risk.
Well, I have a drug protocol that speeds up the tumor shrinkage. I think that's why Noah called me.
I don't think the patient should wait.
He doesn't need surgery yet.
He does if he wants to avoid permanent hearing loss.
So in other words, you're going for the quick fix based on fear.
Can you give us a second, please? Don't do this.
What? Your medical opinion is the exact opposite of mine. What else is new?
You're bringing our breakup into the hospital. It's not helping anyone. Least of all the patient.
I am giving my honest opinion based on what is best for the patient. That has nothing to do with our personal problems.
I know all the key words. Quick fix out of fear. It sounds like a recap of the fight we had when we thought you were pregnant.
Well, you were scared, and going after Layla certainly seemed like a quick fix.
Don't bring Layla into this.
Excuse me.
The patient needs surgery.
His condition is not life-threatening.
If your protocol doesn't work and the tumor grows, the chances of him suffering post-surgical hearing loss are much greater, and Mr. Persky is a musician.
He's a church organist.
I talked to him. His passion is playing the organ. I wouldn't want him to risk giving that up.
You're a brilliant surgeon, but there is always a risk with any surgery.
Robin, this surgery is the best option for him.
It's a compromise.
I can do this, Robin. And for Mr. Persky, it preserves what's important to him in his life.
Fine. Set up the surgery. I'll go help Dr. Rinaldi with the forensics case.
Still like you to consult on this.
I just did.
I'll be out to speak with you as soon as he's done.
Thank you. What are they waiting for?
Mr. Persky. That's his niece and her son. They just heard he went into surgery. And the last I heard, you recommended an alternate course of treatment.
I did.
It's not like you to back down.
I accuse Patrick of having a knee-jerk reaction when he suggested surgery. I don't know. Maybe I'm the one that's having it. I'm second-guessing all my instincts. Patrick and I broke up.
So now you're going to doubt yourself as a woman and a doctor.
I'm in trouble, aren't I?
Mr. Persky is meds intravenously every 2 hours.
Dr. Drake, how was the surgery?
Your uncle's going to be just fine.
Oh, thank God. Chris and I were so worried.
Well, don't be. He'll be on his feet. Rather on the piano bench and back to giving you lessons so you can get into that music school you're so hot on. Cool. Just wait 15 minutes and you can go tell him how happy you are in person.
Thank you, Doctor.
So it sounds like it was a success.
Yeah, we found another tumor when we went in, but I think we got it in time.
Which wouldn't have happened with my course of
You
treatment.
didn't know. Neither did I. I still like you to consult on the complications, though. I was thinking maybe we can get some Mr. Chang's and discuss it over dinner or something.
No, I can't. I'm sorry.
You have other plans or something?
Yeah, I just, I don't know. I have some place to be.
What can I get for you?
I have no idea. It just surprised me.
I haven't seen you in here before.
I didn't know I was coming here. I just left the hospital and started wandering.
Double caramel with a twist of cream de mint.
Well, that certainly is a surprise.
You know what? Could we get a French roast, steamed milk, and 1 sugar? Okay.
You remember that?
Of course.
Okay, please just don't be nice to me. I might start crying.
That's okay. You're allowed.
When I first met Patrick, I thought he was the last guy I would be involved with, but I was wrong. I mean, Patrick is funny and smart and arrogant and infuriating, but the more I got to know him, the more I cared about him, you know, even when I didn't want to. But really, I should have known that this would happen.
What do you mean you should have known? What?
Well, I thought that I might be pregnant, on accident, and Patrick freaked out. So it got us talking about where we are in our lives, what we want in the future, and I realized that I might want to have a child someday, and he doesn't. You know, that's kind of a deal breaker.
kids change everything, that's for sure.
I know. It turns out even thinking about having a child someday was enough to break me and Patrick up. And then I went to the hospital, and there he was, being his typical charming self. We had this disagreement, and then he was nice to me, and then he said, oh, let's order Mr. Chang's, you know, like we used to do, and, well, obviously I couldn't handle it. I mean, I'm a wreck. I'm mad at myself, and I'm mad at the universe because we broke up over a child that I might maybe want to have someday.
Well, if you decide you really want to have a child, I think you should. You know, and if Patrick doesn't want to be a part of it, that's his loss.
You always make things sound so simple.
Just because something's simple doesn't mean you don't hurt.